Meet the new media player. Use this app to play your audio and video files and explore your personal libraries. Bottom, boom, bottom, 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 bottom.
Again.
Nope, wrong thing. That's the wrong thing.
Again.
That's still the wrong thing. Come on. We're not going to be repeating the exact same thing over and over and over again. It is time for Polytopia Sunday. It is finally that time. As mentioned last week, we only have one tribe left that we have not gotten a perfect score on, Illyrion. So, is this the week that we finally finish our journey? That's been going on for a little over 2 years to get perfect scores on Domination Perfection? We'll be finding out. Where's the Polytube channel?
John Green, how's it going? We're going to be starting off with Perfection. Because as mentioned before, we have every tribe with a glowing background skin. I was getting the post in one last place. I will, trying to do, but link broken? Ooh, thanks for letting me know. It does sometimes break. Let's get that fixed really fast. Actually, maybe... Oh, I can click that button? Oh, that makes things so much easier. Come on. There you go. Boom. Hit and use copy button, but I did. What do you mean? Copy. There we go. How did it copy that? Edit invite link. No, it should never expire. No limit. I don't know why, but Discord is copying the text hidden use copy button. Here, we're gonna disable this. We're gonna try to create an invite this way. Invite, generate new link, copy. Update. There we go. Lyran single player, let's go. Yep. So if you notice, behind each and every single one of these, glowing background, glowing background, glowing background. Every single tribe, we have a perfect score, which by Migi1 standards is over 100,000 points. Which, yeah, it's a little tricky to get there, but we've actually made this journey a lot faster than I was expecting. It is finally time for Illyrian, as Illyrian is the only tribe on both Perfection and Domination. Like, notice I already have it on for Domination. On Perfection, they're the only tribe that doesn't have the glowing background. We already have 3 stars. We were short by just a little bit previously. I'm a little nervous though, because Illyrian suffers a problem. Their late game economy in this format, with what I am doing, makes them extra difficult to work with. Reason being is I get my big economy from sanctuaries, not markets. Where also last time it was absolutely terrible market locations. Opponents 15 crazy just for the maximum difficulty. Let's go. Looks like we're starting off next to Symanti. Aquarion, and Imo. And as mentioned before, we've got terrible spawn. I mean, is the play here... Because we're not going to be able to level up our city. We kill Imos in 2 turns. Yeah, I think that is our best bet, is... We literally go here, enchant animal. Ooh. Train a warrior, and then we pass the turn. Rainbow Shine, welcome back to the stream. Glad you can make it back. We're gonna go ahead and end our turn. Hopefully the tribes don't just start ganging up on us. Alrighty. We're going to... This should be enough, right? Oh, it's gonna be close. I think the math's out. Hold on. We're just gonna do a quick bot command. So calculate, so a Wa at 5, and then a Po at max health versus a Wall with defense. Should be enough. Exact lethal. You're going for perfect score, right? Absolutely. We're gonna go ahead and pick up Forestry, train a warrior, and we pass this turn. Hopefully Symanti overextends. Come on. You know you want to. Oh, yes! Thank goodness. Sanctuary. You have destroyed Imo. And we can get another one placed here. See, that gets us an okay start. Enchant Animal. Happy and blessed Sunday! Demetrio, how's it going? Shalom, it's great to see you again. Any new tunes? This is not what I was hoping to see. Alright, well, we'll make it work. Who am I? Who am I? Yes, all tribe songs are finished. Nice! Aquarian Symanti close by is great. They'll be problematic if left alone. Even with the AI, it is crazy how strong they can sometimes be at the end of it. Though, I've also had a Venger run away with the game. Who am I? I think we go ahead and just place a Sanctuary here. That's going to get us another couple of stars. And we will be looking to pick up fishing next turn. Not my greatest plays. We save our stars. Pass the turn. Greetings, Aquarion. They have a defender? Why Symanti no two fungi? Right? It's fine. I mean, we've got a very strong start going in capturing our neighbors. But how do we convert this into a win? Because look at this. Terrible economy. Symanti literally is giving us no land. It's a bummer, dude. We're gonna go and grab fishing. Capture. Oh, that's gonna be such a good turn. Look at this. Fish. Fish. And resources. I would like to get an explorer off, but I don't see a good way for us to explore. We push the Imo Polytar towards Aquarion. That's what I'm thinking of. We go ahead and do the push, but I would like to have also followed up with climbing afterwards. That way I have even more. We don't need the climbing, though. But I see what you're saying, Zeke. That allows us to start making a big push, well, again, towards Imo. while at the same time giving us enough resources to level up something to improve our economy, such as Leedy. Because this is also going to generate a an animal next turn. I think I go ahead and just fish here. We're going to go in workshop. We're going to move up here. And we'll heal up our extra units past the turn. I think no matter what, I still pick up climbing here. Hi, sharks. If I do it this way, sure, my Polytar dies, but the other one stays at full health. And I think that's currently more important, because we can attempt a siege next turn. This city's going to get sieged this upcoming turn. That is highly unfortunate. Fish. Lumberhot. Explore. Hey, we get to find... Yeah, why would you do this? Well, that stinks. They don't even have good places for animals. My sanctuaries. Why not train war in Simanti capital? That's a good point. It's fine. We're going to go ahead and just train a warrior here, but we're going to save the rest of our stars. We'll pass this turn. Look at that. Bop-a-da-bop. And secure the siege. I mean, we got a query on. I agree with you, Ziki, there. I'm trying... The issue is I'm trying to figure out how to convert this into our late game win. Because we're killing our nearby enemies flawlessly. No real problems there. Part of me thinks I'm picking up mining here. Or I could also pick up organization. I can level up this city with organization. It's hard to see. 200 points of score. So it's at exact population. So this city still needs 6 pops. Where do we get 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can easily get 6 if I go mining smithery. I think that's just what we do. Mine. Resources. Because the sooner that we get some good stuff, the better. The issue is this is not following our safe and consistent diplomacy plays. Because we are super far away from diplomacy. Isn't the good old diplomacy the play? More than likely. I'm going to try to get a couple of early dragons. And see if I can make that work out. Mining smithery, forgeries for markets, yeah. Because I have a couple of spots that'll work for... I have a couple of spots that's going to be able to work fine for the markets. Even though markets really isn't that great. Not with all this water here. This is the exact same thing that happened last time. Is we got a setup that was just saying, yeah, that's... Man, it looks like that's going to stink for a while. And I don't think I want to just spam Polytars, not this time. As much as I love my Polytar spam strats. We're going to go ahead and pass this turn. I made my bed, now it's time to sleep in it. We're gonna go and pick up Smithery. Fishing. Fishing. Mine. And border growth. I'm just gonna pass the turn there. Oh boy, that is a that's really funny. That's a veteran. I need to do this. Port. All right, I'm back. What happened? I don't have any forge spots. This is... Oh, wait, we have this spot. I guess we can make it work. That was a very expensive misplay, though. Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and use it. Super unit. That really hurt my soul. Chain Warrior and Capital Orbitor might siege it. I mean, they could potentially siege it. I really don't plan on being friends with anybody. So I already plan on hitting that there. Just because... This is a... You know what we could do? We're gonna do this. We're gonna... Park a Fortune here. Oh, I can't chop! It's fine. I can also start training Schwarzman. Yeah, we'll go ahead and train a safety warrior. There's no reason not to train a safety warrior. Could have gotten 2 eggs if not for the misplay. We 100% could have gotten 2 eggs if not for the misplay. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and Lumberhot. Super unit. Fruit. Forge. Population growth. Port. Super unit. Forging cap, yep. Definitely. I'm mostly trying to figure out how we close this out, because our economy is not good enough. Like, all this was nice, don't get me wrong, it was nice. Would have been better if, We're gonna let this heal for a turn. We're gonna go ahead and enchant. No. We're going to let this boat heal for a turn. Now we're just going to pass right there. Baby Dragon and a few warriors can sweep Imperius and Luxor. Oh yeah, we're going to be able to sweep a lot of our opponents. I'm not too worried about how easily we can finish cleaning a lot of them up. I'm more so worried about... Oh boy, city walls. That's what I'm going to go with. Not the greatest play. Why would you do this to me, Omaji? Oh, goody. I want to rush to diplomacy. I know we're far behind on the diplomacy game, but I could definitely spam cloaks here, and we would be a lot better off. Do I just place a port here? I think that's actually just the better play, is just to do that. Bring you on back. Pass this turn. Thumbnail looks great, by the way. Is that an Omaji Quetzali fused rider in a wrap? It is! It is an Omaji fused unit.
The killer monument is complete.
Ramming would be better here. I'm gonna go with what I believe is the safer play. Cloak. We're gonna go and put this swordsman here. Send scouts for meeting stars on the other tribes. See, I could definitely try that. Probably can. Omaji hates me for no good reason. We're gonna go ahead and weaken that, I guess. But it doesn't accomplish a lot for us here, is the issue. I could actually establish an embassy with Yadak. So that part will be nice. We have Kiku over here being sieged. We're gonna let this heal up for a turn.
Kiku has been destroyed by Luxador.
Hee-hee-ho! Yeah, that's not good. Alrighty, baby dragons! Everyone, get in here. Alright, Shinshi, please be nice. Look at that. We're fighting the same bad guys. In fact, I'm gonna offer you an embassy. We're fighting the same bad guys. Omaji. I'm not gonna be able to fight you for a few turns. That gives us a little extra vision. Huh. 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 Swordsman there. That's gonna do for this turn, but our economy is nowhere where it needs to be. Rejected? Why would you reject my peace offer? We are the bestest of buds. Yay, Shinshi and I are friends. Villager noises. Yes. Ha ha. Arg. Ba-ba-da-bop. Secure this kill. Bop. Ooh, bop. Ba-dum, bum, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. I want you to heal. I want everyone to understand, the issue I'm dealing with is not, do I think I can win? Because we 100% are in a position to just win this game. The issue we're having is, can we get a perfect score? Because we're nearly halfway through the game. Philosophy is really far away. And it doesn't help us solve the issue that we are currently having, which is, how do we improve our economy? We're going to head over to Rhodes. Cheapest way is going to be 2 roads this way. Could also be a different way, I guess. We're going to go ahead and build our port. Actually, I can just build the ports here. Fish. Resources. I can get another dragon egg. We can also expand the borders here. That doesn't help in the now. I miss whales. Miss whales than starfish. Navalon. Yeah, I wish that Illyrion had a unique interaction with the starfish, but it's fine. I can get a dragon egg here. It would be a fully hatched dragon in, 6 turns. So on turn 20, around the time when I should be trying to close out the game and be getting my perfection. It seems a little slow. So I don't think a dragon egg is the correct way to go anymore. I also should consider expanding the borders for more territory. I think we still go ahead and do a gate of power here. And we get our park, because parks are essentially, well, essential for getting our perfect score. And last but not least, I was hoping actually to get a cloak here. 3 dragons are more than enough to sweep everything. They should be. It'd be interesting if the starfish became a jelly. That would be an interesting interaction. I don't think it's the correct choice for them to go, but it would definitely be an interesting interaction. I think I just saved my stars. I don't think I actually need to trade units. If anything, I'm trading cloaks. Peace treaty has been accepted. Hey, we're gonna meet Quetzali! Never mind, we're not gonna meet Quetzali.
Zabazi has been destroyed by Vedgar.
Ramming speed. We're gonna pick that up really fast. Alright, and then you... Bonk. And we're just going to continue to do this. How's Imperius view me? They hate me, right? Yeah. We're going to go ahead and clean up that Imperius fleet. Ha 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 ha! Nice. I'm just gonna road just so he gets over there a little bit faster. He levels up at the end of the turn. I don't think there's anybody he could fight this turn to make things a little bit better. All right. So that's everything for the turn there. We're going to go ahead and kill off Barter. Quetzali, we're going to send you an embassy. Try to get that extra vision. We're still missing 2 AIs. We're going to try to send them a peace treaty. Omagi, they don't necessarily hate us, but meh. Aquatism, so that way it's still gonna happen if they want that to happen. Alrighty. Well, ain't that a shame? I'm gonna go ahead and expand these borders in the cheaper way possible. And we're gonna pass this turn. There's nobody I want to break peace with. Make sure y'all like the stream. We only have 1 like so far. Hey, that's perfectly fine. I do appreciate the shout out, Shalom. But liking that stuff does really help. No! Why is the AI smart for once? All right. Establish an embassy with Venger. That's probably going to be everything there. I'm going to pick up... Actually, should have done this in a slightly different manner. Well, eh. Perfect! Ha 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 ha! Start making our opponents die to death. Sounds good to me. Yeah, that was mean. And super uncalled for. I think I just train a rider here, right? So that way I can start heading over to Yadak here in just a moment. I don't think I need to pick up any other techs. Farming would be nice, would it? No. Mathematics? No. This water-flooded map is just so bad for me. Alright, I see people are saying we cloak Yard Arc. We do Sanctuary. It'd be great, because I would love to get that really, really fast, because... Yeah. We're gonna keep cloak spamming, Luxador here, and that'll give us enough units to essentially clear out the rest of the map. This is also the tricky challenge with Illyrion. Is where it's a lot harder for you to actually set up. Like here, we could set up a market here. That's basically it. It still helps. Is there any text we just pick up? Mathematics? How much are you at? It is 2 population. So mathematics would give us a full level up here. I think we keep this here in case I want to do navigation shenanigans. You go there. Is there any other units? Oh yeah, this swordsman. I don't think we break peace with Yadak this turn. And I think we go ahead and break peace with Shinshi. Or do I wait a turn? Nah. Yeah, we're gonna wait a turn on breaking peace with Shinshi. So we're gonna do it next turn. Beautiful. We're going to have everybody just start zipping on out of here. It's okay, I'll start fighting Barter now. Oh, there's Polaris! I don't want to give Shinshi a free win, though. But like I said, we're going to cloak. We're going to continue to cloak spam here. New task. Alright, there we go. Network monument is complete. Need you to start running back. I can clean this up. You know what? No, we're gonna leave that siege there, so that way they have less to play with. I know I literally just got mathematics. No, we 100% Lumberhot. Lumberhots. Border growth. Lumberhots. Oh, I don't have the stars. Ain't that a shame. I don't attack. I don't attack here. Go there. We're going to keep the siege here. This dragon's not going to attack. There's no other attacks or anything for us to do. We pass the turn. Send a dragon for Shinshi. Yeah, I do want to... Ah, I forgot to break peace! Actually, no. Shinshi, we're fine for a turn. We're actually fine on both Shinshi and Yadak. Alright. Remind me, we're breaking peace with both, Yadak and Shinshi next turn.
You have met Polaris.
Had we now? Omaji still doesn't like us. That's understandable. Let's go see if we could have some weird alliance with them going.
Get dunked. Get dunked.
Oh! I guess we're attacking Omaji now. Because my silly little brain can't process do not attack yet. We're going to go ahead and keep this dagger here. Ooh, do I Schwajman? I could also get a potential knight. Chivalry would probably work better here. Get a knight. And I would like to start building up those. Grand Bazaar. Get herself a park. Our economy is still doing horrible. Okay. That does it for this turn. However, I still need... Oop. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. It's gonna be well before that ship gets anywhere. Alright, I need to break peace with Yadak. Back, you cannibals. Recover. You're just gonna be here, sitting there ominously. What still hasn't moved? Right, that. We're gonna keep that there, though. So, Shinshi, we break peace. Yadak, break peace. We do not need to break peace with Quetzala yet. Pass the turn.
Blood for the blood god. Polaris has been destroyed by Shinshi.
When you break peace, allied troops in your territory will disappear. Right? Wrong. Your troops will disappear in their territory. So if they have units all over your territory, they stay there. Boom.
Riots.
Boom. Wow, we got a lot. I didn't realize how many troops I had. Go here, bop. Go here, bop. Go here, bop. Go here, bop. I did not mean to level that up, but okay. Go here, bop.
Nice.
Go here, bop. 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 Let's keep Shinshi off of the map. Okay, so in order to do this, I think I still need to go ahead and get this bomber. Mostly so I can move here, secure this kill. Road. 1, 2, 3. Not impressive. We're gonna go and train ourselves another night. Another cloak. 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 Sure, you go ahead and kill that unit there. Oh, my apologies, YouTube. Unsubscribe from life. And that's all of our stars. I guess that's it. Pass the turn. We're not breaking peace with Quetzali just as of yet. Boom. Not exactly what I wanted to see. It's fine. Should have done this a different way. Boom. Do I have to train any more cloaks here? I don't think so. Ready to go. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. Go here, get a lighthouse. Secure the siege. Gonna go there, gonna go there. Get ourselves more stars. One, two, dang. It's barely not gonna be enough. I don't think we trained any more units. I think we've accomplished what we need to accomplish. We have hit critical mass. In fact, we could disband this dagger. We're not going to disband that. We're going to disband this dagger. This swordsman's not going to do anything. I'm going to disband the swordsman, get those stars back. Mine. Forge goes here. Border growth. Looks like it only added 10 points for a siege. Well, because you don't get points for a siege. There are a lot of things you get points for. You get points for population. You get points for tiles owned. You get points for technology. You get points for vision. You get points for how many stars of military you have. So there are a lot of things that you get points for. We're going to go ahead and start spamming these water temples. Do I need to go ahead and break peace with Quetzali, or do we wait a turn? I think we go ahead and break peace with Quetzali. Because following the next turn, we're going to be kind of attacking everybody. I meant a cloaked sieges. Yeah, I mean, because cloaks are... So daggers essentially cost 2 stars. So 2 times 5 is 10. So you get 10 points for each dagger that you have. Maybe I should have trained another knight. Pew! Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. I'm actually just going to level up my cities. So I can get a water temple here for another park. We're gonna land 1 more. Necessary? Probably not. You can go here, attack here. We're going to disband this dagger. 1 more siege here. Secure this. Issue is I was hoping for the AI to build up a lot more... You know what, I'm not even going to deal with this cloak. It's good enough. Farming. Get a farm. Level this up. Get a park. They're not going to be able to unsiege there. At this point, we really are just trying to close everything out. Farm. Fruit. And we'll place a temple for a park. Our score's just not good enough. Disband. Dat band. Disband. Disband. I'm going to go and just place a market. No, market's not going to be better. We're going to place a... Yeah, we're going to place a sanctuary here. We'll get more stars out of it. I can go ahead and place a market here just for an extra star. And then we can build up these tiles. Should be fine. Phew. Bop. Bop. Really? Okay. I'm not upset. Not the slightest. Boom. We can go here. Actually, I could have done this instead. Dragon needed to go downwards. Arg! Misplays. Alright, we have no more cloaks. It's just our daggers. I'm going to try to improve my economy just a wee little bit. You have destroyed, said she. Right, fruit. Market. Fruit. Market. Fish. Water temple and mountain temple, why not? Park. Alright, we're at 93 stars a turn. Looking better. Not where I wanted it to be. I don't... There's all these units back here are not going to be able to make it. Like, these probably can. But all of these units back here, no, they're not going to accomplish anything for us. I think the same thing with, like, every single one of these. I will attempt with this guy. But everybody else, we're going to go ahead and disband them. Gives us more stars to play with. Fantastic. I like playing with stars. We already got our market here, so... One, two, three. Park. The issue is this, our score's nowhere where it needs to be. Maybe it would have been better for me to save. Get spiritualism. Maybe. We'll go ahead and veteran him up. Oh, this bomber's paying for itself. We're gonna go and pick up spiritualism. It'll probably be better. Level this up. Border growth. Get those 2 tiles. And... man, it's so close. We're gonna go ahead and farm. We're just gonna keep everything we can do to improve our economy. We're gonna train a Schwarzman here, so we can road him forward in case that's gonna be our best bet. 1, 2... Forest Temple. Let's disband more units so I can build another Forest Temple. Disband. Disband. Just anything I'm not needing, like this Warrior Scout. Good, get rid of it. Forest Temple. Because the more of these temples we can get built now, the better. And the rest of these, done. They did exactly what they needed to do. So we have 9 stars to play with. Wish I had a little bit more. Just in case, I'm going to go ahead and... well, I don't need to harvest that fruit. I think that's that. I think we just passed the turn there. Or... I can also train a knight. I don't think I need a knight. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, I don't think we need a knight. Trust me, it'd be nice.
The wealth monument is complete.
I don't need construction right now. Park! Alright, this is going to be very close. Attack! Road. Schwarzman. Road. I really want to make sure the siege holds. This bomber is done. Disband. Disband. The siege is 100% going to hold. We disband everything else. I'm going to keep the dragon for an additional turn, just in case. Forest Temple. Park. Fruit. Fruit. Forest Temple. Forest Temple. Park. Disband. Just try to play that extra safe. Go here so they can't build a mine and attempt to push. How close are they? Oh, they're far away from doing a giant push. Not worth the risk, though, so we're still doing that. start placing forest temples everywhere. Forest temple. Water temple. Park. It might actually still be worth it in some cases, like here, to just convert these to forest temples. We won't get any pops, though. We'll see. Do I have any place that's really close to... Oh, I completely forgot about building the sanctuary there. That would have been nice. Any place at 4 with a forest? I'm not seeing it. All right, pass this turn. And we'll be able to get the Altar of Peace. I don't need construction for anything. The Explorer Monument is complete. Disband everything. So we got the entire map. Like I said, I'm not too worried about conquering the map. It's, are we going to get that perfect score? And let's find out. A 1, a 2, a 3. We may never know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Park. Farm. Emperor's Tomb. Temple. Park. It is still worth getting a sanctuary here. Star-wise, it will pay for itself. And we're just going to keep going with the cheapest stuffs. We're going to go ahead and place a water temple here. Pass the turn. Can't make the score threshold in 8 turns. We're going to find out. Disband. It's good to be close. We're going to try going cheaper methods first. Farm, farm. Park. Just start getting all these forest temples set up. Fruit. Arg. Dang. Forest temple. Ooh, you have 3. Park. It's still gonna be close. I'm going to go ahead and place this mountain temple there. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I should be trying to level this place up. Arg. Let's get all these temples built. Pacifist Monument is complete. That misplay also, by the way, really hurt all those turns ago. We're going to be just shy again. 40,000. Is there any place that needs just 4? Temple. 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 Port. Just to be extra sure. Yes! Oh, let's go! That... Oh, man. Not gonna lie, my heart is currently racing of how close that actually was. Placed 47th for the week. Not bad. I'm also going to say that that was a bad spawn, and especially with that misplay, we got lucky. Look at that, though. Every single tribe has its perfect border. We're finally done. Alright, that's it. We're done with Polytopia. Bye, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Nah, I'm just kidding. Oh, man. So... I'm not gonna lie, what's the next goal? So, next... essentially, because technically I'm doing this for puzzles and to give us a warm-up before the multiplayer. But what I'm going to be doing next are the weekly challenges. These came out just in time. I have not done any of these, mind you. So, Galaxy Lord 11 in first place. You know, doing a really good job right there. Hey. Interesting. Get the highest score possible in the week's challenge. You can try it once each day. I'm only going to be doing it once in total. So this challenge is so hard. Yeah, we'll see. But so starting next week, we're going to be warming up with those weekly challenges, which also means that y'all could technically be playing along and try to see if y'all can beat my score or use me to get a free win. That was such a rough start. I mean, we've had, like, worse starts where we're barely scrounging around with one city. Nah, the biggest challenge is getting enough stars to build up. Like, notice, we barely built up temples. So, Venger and Polaris neighbors. Mods are out. Mods are out? Polychampion's YouTube, sorry. Oh, okay. Is Polychamps currently, streaming right now? Fascinating. The fans made it happen. Oh, man. That... I will have to be taking a look at this. Because...
Today I'm going to show you something for Polytopia.
A guy here's been showing me how to interact with Polycode. Yeah. See, I know that the game developer is not going to be super happy with it, but honestly, if you want a game to thrive, allowing interaction like this in the community is stuff that helps the game live, as long as it's done in a healthy manner. Like mods. Let people play their own game. You're not doing something to affect other players. What you watching is going to be the mods. Fans made it happen. We're going to just copy this. And I'm actually going to go ahead and... I'm going to actually post this in my Polytopia general chat. Polytopia... Boom. I will definitely be taking a look at these. I posted it in my, just to avoid copyrights and all that. You know, you should actually watch the original video. I will definitely be watching this video, as soon as I get the chance. Modded Polytopia? Yeah. I definitely know that... I mean, if they have it set up in a way where it's simple, I 100% will be wanting to make some custom skins of my own. But we'll see. Multiplayer. Oops. Spoilers. What I can see is custom tribes and skin. Yep, that's currently it. So, from the current thing, it looks... I'm assuming that you're not going to be able to make your own tribe, only skins, but that's usually the first way that mods work, is just figure out, because you got to figure out what changes what in Polytopia stuff. So it's sort of like when it came to me trying to make something for P-Tech, so that way we can get stuff faster. I'm actually currently in the process of asking the developers for either their assistance to help me get the thing that I'm looking for using replay links, or permission. But one way or another, I'm doing it. You can actually make whole new tribes, but it's a bit more advanced. Yeah, I definitely... I have a tribe idea I would want to make, but I would also want to make sure that, you know, it's actually balanced. But it's a bit more advanced. Yeah, so I'll be taking a look at that. I'm curious if the community's going to find a way to make it work for multiplayer, because I'm assuming that what we would have to do is make sure that there is a special thing for the game version to make it to where you're not going to suddenly jump into somebody's game and they have a modded tribe and they modded it to where all their units have 99 attack, 99 defense. Because, you know, that would be the lamest thing to do. Let's all be fully honest with that, is making a mod to just get free wins on multiplayer. No. However, like, making mods where the community is able to make their own tribes and we have these cool, interesting tribe stuff, plus mods makes it easy for the developer to go, well, this is what the community is playing with, and if they see something they like, they can consider incorporating something into the base game. Because also, please note that if you do make a mod, there's usually a thing in the ELUA that the creator of the game still owns, you know, the Polytopia property. So you making a mod is technically Polytopia property. Now, you have some rights to it because you made the mod, but that content still usually belongs to that game itself. So it's just, I love this direction. I hope Felix supports it, because that is one other way to keep getting more and more people into the community. And as well as, like, if you get people, like, this happens in all the other games, like major games, Civilization. There is a competitive scene for the Civilization game. I know it's really crazy, but they have made a mod to balance the game in a way that's more fair, because with the way the base game is set up, you would basically only be doing one thing. So the community tries to balance the game for the competitive scene, which isn't always necessarily best for the base game of Polytopia, because if you're a new player jumping into it, you don't care about like what's perfectly balanced. You care about what's fun. But competitive scene is very much different. Like, if we could find out a way to make a mod to where in a 1-versus-1 game, either player 1 starts off with less stars or player 2 starts off with more stars, I'm all for that. Because statistically, you have a 60% chance to win by going first. That is what we have learned with P-Tech. Idea, Ziki. While we are talking about this, let me get the new tribe vote. I guess I might as well do this tribe vote thing. We could do 1-versus-2. Yeah! But the 2 players get less stars. Yes on that as well. Or, like, you can find a way to, like, again, more, can we play? If there's somebody that jumped into the stream. John Green, are you there? Because if John Green's here, then we'll play with that first. I went ahead and sent out the tribe vote, so if people want me to play a certain tribe. I usually just play the tribe that I just did my perfection with, which means that if nobody votes, I'm playing Illyrion. I'll be using the Midnight Skid if I do that, though. But it's one person's capital gets siege, then it's game over for the 2 people lines. I would love for the community to find a way to mod the multiplayer lobby system, because I have a whole list of stuff that I would want to do. 1, we should be able to choose our own colors. There are currently 18 tribe colors. Look at this perfection. Alright, Shinshi is the same. It's red all the way around. Imperius the same. It's blue all the way around. Barter, same all the way around. I think it's the special tribes are actually different colors. Like that. No, it's... Who else has a different tribe color? Is there... Or is it literally only Aquarion that gave us an additional color? Okay, so we have 17 different colors. What I wanted is map maker. Everybody wants a map maker. Special tribe skins have different color. No, because the Illyrion tribe is still the same. Modding? Yep. Can you play some Manti? Well, no one's voting, so... I guess we can play some Manti. Swell Lakes, here we go. I feel bad for this person. They don't deserve this. You want to bring battleships? Battleships were bad for a reason. Because it was it was completely one-dimensional. Now you actually have to do, at least in the early Navy, I'm still glad that I was about to say orangutans. I'm still glad that battleships are gone. What we have now is way more interesting. Justini! Well, this person is holding up the lobby. How's it going? Hey, do you guys want to hear Justini? Are you free, buddy? Polytopia source code. Ooh. I'm not in the mood to play Poly. Just finished up a tournament. That's perfectly fine. Good to hear that everything went well, though. Or at least I hope it did. Those tournaments are draining. There's a reason why after like 5 hours. You did win? Nice. Congratulations, man. I don't think Michi1 wants mods. He said so on his stream. It would extend the life of the game, though. People are still modding Super Mario for... I mean, Nintendo doesn't want mods either, but that's not going to stop the community. It's... Yep. Hey, Rainbow Shine, go ahead and send me a game invite. No, no large maps. Though large maps can be interesting, but those games go on for way too long. But, yeah, Migi1 specifically said that he doesn't want mods, which I understand, but it will help the life of the game. But what should be done is to make it to where they're, like, if there are any mods in the game, then it's specifically a modded game, and it makes it very apparent, like here on the title, that this is modded Polytopia. Not surprised people mod it anyways. People are gonna mod it anyways. Sort of like I'm pretty certain that Migi1 doesn't want me to do what I'm doing with P-Tech, so he's gonna go make it as difficult for me as possible. But if I want to like gather data and try to help improve a new player's experience through said gathering of data, I'm gonna do it. So alrighty. So heads up, no one has done a tribe vote. I'm probably Rainbow Shine, do you have a issue? Because I've got somebody, I've only got one person, they're asking me to play Simanti. You cool with that? If you're not okay with me playing Simanti, then I will play something else. I don't think anyone has modded Polytopia yet. It actually just officially Cheryl, try your best. Alrighty. Everyone wish Rainbow Shine luck. I mean, I'm sure that Rainbow Shine will do just fine. Rainbow Shine's ELO is high. I thought it was a different person. Hopefully I remember to do my correct, it's when people battle with others. Here, let me go ahead and start doing my stuff. Ooh. Is that a Luxador start? That's really cool. Or it could be Aquarion. Do I go for the extra... No. Because I understand why Simantes do an early explore. It's so that way their early hexapods get a very, very strong start. Alrighty. I had some great results playing against Aquarion with Simanti. Right?
This is still not okay.
Oh, man. Not what I was hoping to see. Village is over here, by the way. I think we go ahead and just pass this turn. Man, that makes things so much worse for me. Excited if this mod is real. I am now an attack helicopter. Go to workshop. And I'm going to pass this turn. You know, there's actually a great short novel called... I know. That won some awards. Some of the best novels. It is real. Yeah, no, it is definitely real. The mods are real. People have been working on it for a while. I know Migi1 specifically said they don't want it. I didn't make them, though. Don't look at me. I didn't do it. Oh, yes! Fruit. Fruit. Population growth. Pass the turn. Man, I'm currently playing blind. Remember, playing blind is bad. Mycelium. Metropolis is complete. Explore. Resources. Fishing. Fish. Fish. Resources. They took the city with all the fungi. Yep. Oh, that explore! So let's just assume that our opponent has perfect vision of everything that we're doing. This warrior is going to make his way over to this village. This mountain pass was terrible, though. Oh, Rainbow Shine set up for 24 minutes again. Or 24 hours. I think they got their own giants. Their score just jumped drastically. Oh, we did have metal. Oh, well, that would have been nice to have known about 20 minutes ago. Alright, we're just gonna put you right there and we'll pass the turn. So this is the point where I would be trying to place time pressure on my opponent. Because this is not at all what my opponent wants to be seeing. However, this is also what I'm not wanting to be seeing. Because it's really hard. It's going to be really easy for our opponent to rush in with Ryder and Rhodes. If they decide to make that pivot, which they should. That is the correct play for our opponent. Yep, there's their Park of Fortune. So, I think my next bet is I'm going to try to pivot to Swordsman. Or I pivot to the easier Chitons. And then we go with Cloaks. A little bit short on stars. I'm just going to train a Hexpot here, and I'm going to save up the rest of my stars. We're going to pass. Oh, I meant to move this warrior forward. Oh well, not the end of the world. We're the Cymanti now. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, only one person voted on the tribes, and they were voting for Cymanti. That's not true. Voting orangutan is not... You do have Cymanti Lo-Fi, by the way. Nice. So I'm going to do something all of you guys are going to say I should not do, but I prefer playing Cymanti this way. We're pivoting straight to archery. How many stars? 6. Fight-chi, fight-chi, fight-chi. Alright, we're gonna see if we get a Night Chained or something. A knight would be very antisocial right now. Oh, yeah. But also the Faichi will also help support swordsmen, because again, like our biggest counter is Rider Roads at the current moment, followed up by Knights. And how do you counter that? Well, you counter it with swordsmen, and you give them a defense boost. So, I could also just be going with Kaitons. The only I did make one misplay is I traded in a hexapod that I definitely would not have wanted to have traded off. Nah, swords you already have. Swords you already have climbing. I mean, I already have climbing. Climbing was for two reasons. One, we can see multiple reasons. A, to get onto the mountains, but B, it leads up to swordsman, which is another really strong suit for Symanti. Again, another possibility I have at the current moment is I can start going, it's gonna do a push. Cheapest way would probably be fish. And they're gonna go ahead and resign. Fair enough. Alright. So is that over? More than likely. We'll see. Bruh. I think you would have wanted to, you needed to have tried to... Dry laying. The return of dry laying. Lovely. We're gonna watch that replay here in just a moment. Today's replays. Perfection complete. Lyrion perfection 101. Oops, that's Symanti, not Illyrion. 101. 627 points. And then Symanti versus it's not even Luxador, it's Amux, right? Amux. Small Lakes. This one is versus Rain Shine. There we go. Let's take a quickie look at that. I mean, the start looked phenomenal. But the real question is where are the riders and rows? I was off by 3 stars. Ooh, that's actually a really good Luxador start right over there. You know what? We're just going to watch this from Rainbow Shine's view. That is a really good start, though. This is terrifying. Dang. Okay. 1. Actually en route to potentially get the Eye of God. Yep, 7 stars. Very early Centipede. Worst thing. I mean, you never want to see a turn 7 Centipede. Some tribes can get their giants out by turn 7. Big chop play. Yeah, that Explorer's not going to do what I think you wanted it to do. You were wanting to get the last lighthouse. So, let's take a quick look. Why did this not work? This did not work because the clouds. You have 1 cloud here and 1 cloud here, which is immediate. So your Explorer's going to go either to here or here. And then either way, it is more than 4 spaces away from the nearest cloud it can uncover. If you really wanted to uncover with this, you needed to have picked up fishing. So I think you were better off waiting one... If you wanted to use this to get the Eye of God now, you were better off waiting a turn. Else, you really needed the workshop. I think you would have been just fine with the workshop anyways, but I'm also a greedy player, which does sometimes bite me. Which is why I'm 1500 ELO and not a master. Alright, thing number 2. City Walls does nothing against Cymanti. It could delay them a little bit in the early, but thanks to boosts as well as poison, walls do nothing against Cymanti. You're better off just getting the stars and then continuing to move forward and try to rush out even more giants. Because notice, like, sure, you're able to, you know, fight this centipede off a little bit. You got writing. By the way, it is Aquarion that taught me how good these myceliums are. I didn't used to use mycelium all the time. We're like, wait a minute, that's 5 stars for 4 population. Yeah, that's good trade. So then we go ahead and get our siege going. And at this point, I think you're better off just letting this happen. You don't have the proper forces in order to fight back, and you have a giant nearly there. You're better off trying to hold Cymanti back until you get your Rider Roads and Knights. Because notice at this point, the walls did nothing. Against a normal tribe, suddenly you go from, oh, well, they require 3 units to kill yours, to they require 5+. But you're about to get this city down here. You're about to get the Eye of God. But yeah, 1 star off. You definitely would have been a lot better off just letting that city go. Yeah, if you take a look at that, you don't have troops. Part of it is because Cymanti's explosive early game. I have less cities than you, but I have 14 stars per turn, whereas you have 11. Luxador is extremely versatile, but not at having any star attacks make him slow to get going. Yeah, so because you're slow to get going, you're better off letting this city go in this instance. I would place your giant, like, here, but I would start leveling these back cities up as much as you can. Get this leveled up, probably start investing into mining and swordsmen. But you just need more, economy that you currently don't have. So, it was... Didn't get Rider Roads early enough, but that's fine, because you didn't have really the economy for it. And you invested too much in the city you were going to lose. Alrighty. I actually am going to take a very brief break. I need to take a bio break. I'm going to run to the restroom. We'll be back in a few minutes. Next game, what we play. Yeah, let me put up the tribe vote. We're going to go ahead, copy text, and boom. All right, the tribe vote is in the Polytopia chat on my Discord, so join that Discord. Link is available. Orangutan is not any actual tribes. But yeah, so whichever tribe is voted for has the most votes wins. If there's a tie, whichever tribe was voted for first. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ooh, we're gonna be playing Toli. That's gonna be fun. That's totally awesome. Water. No, we're not playing Waterworld. Ooh, that's a new face. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I was also going to grab Shalon's new playlist. Hold on, let me. We're gonna be heading up here first with our first warrior. Second warrior's gonna be heading probably down here. Oh, that's right. Cholito is actually asking to play next. I jumped right in. My apologies. Looks like... Yikes! Ah! Do a warm-up game? Yeah, definitely get your warm-up game in. Part of me wants to, try to host a tournament for newer players of the channel, or like followers of the channel, so that way everybody can sort of see how everyone's doing. Yikes. Oh, man. I think they just rushed hexapods. If I'm following the points correctly. I'm going to assume, because their score didn't jump up too drastically, I'm going to assume they don't have vision of me. But I think they got climbing, and then got a whole bunch of vision. No, score doesn't add up. Why would it jump up 3? Oh, well, 3 for movement. Alright, they captured a village. We're gonna take Ord first. Alright, there's water here and here. Pass the turn. So here's the troubling part with IMO is you pick up organization and then there's no fields. It's unfortunate. I really want to get an explorer off with this village. Our economy is still doing terrible. I'm trying to find something to fidget with that doesn't make noise for you guys. I'm sorry. Because sometimes I'll be playing back and I just hear... Because I'm just sitting here clicking a thing. It's a pencil that I'm just tearing apart and putting back together in my hand. So sorry about that. I get excited. And then I start getting fidgety. Y'all deserve better than that. Pacifist Monument is complete. Alright. Fruit. Fruit. Workshop. Peace. Resources. Warrior. I will pass the turn. I'm aware that we didn't level up our village here. I'm setting up for a better explore. I'm going to pick up climbing next turn. So that way we can explore and have it head down over here. I was just about to try to navigate to... There's the Cymanti. Of course it's Cymanti. Alright. 1, 2... Luckily we're far away from them. Yep. There's that early explore we were talking about. Yuck. Wrong. Hunt? Hunt. Workshop. We'd be making our way to these ruins. Pass the turn. Worst thing that happens is they, hexapod kill here. I don't think that's going to happen. They're a little too far away, but we're going to have to delay a level up over here for a turn as well. I'm going to pick up riding, because a rider will protect this village over here. Our economy is not doing good. But we're about to get this village over here, and that should help improve things. This warrior's also going to be making his way over to pick up this lighthouse over here. It's amazing that we're actually nearly equivalent in score, but we have to assume they have centipedes. We're going to pick up riding first, grab the ruins. Stars! Forestry. Capture. Hunt. Lumber hot. Lumber hot. Resources. Get ourselves a rider. And start heading down past turn. The worst thing that can happen right now is perfect timing. They have a centipede waiting right here. Because if they've got a centipede anywhere here, which... I don't think it can happen. If they have one, their centipede is probably... boom. And then... Their centipede's probably here this turn. If they manage to successfully rush one. And it would even boost it, it would require 2 hexapods to kill this warrior. Which I don't think is happening. So, we honestly got one of the best maps for us, which is a lake. That allows us to... it gives us time, so that's another advantage for IMO. But we can actually start getting a navy compared to our opponent. We're gonna go here. 1, hunt, and explore. Why? Why? No! Don't go that way! That's the wrong way! Wrong place for the altar of peace. That's fine, though. We'll live. Probably. We're gonna die. Chop. Hunt. Lumberhot. Lumberhot. Resources. Do I just start spamming out units? Yeah, we just start spamming out. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And pass turn. Yep, there's the centipede. So we don't get that village, which is unfortunate. And thanks to this hexapod, they actually can pretty much just kill everything here. Which is not cool. But I can spam out Mindbenders, and the Centipede essentially becomes useless until there's enough hexapods to support it. But all we need is Rider Roads in order to counter said strat. Just watched the mod videos. Very informative. I'm very excited to try it out. No multiplayer yet. Also, they aren't modding modes. I'd love to create Ascension mode. Yeah. They can kill both my Mindbenders if I put that there. So, we are not. I really don't want to be spending all of my resources on military this turn, but I kind of have to. Pass the turn. Double Mindbender to prank Simanti. That's the goal. Ah, they're going with the safer play. Which is good. I mean... It dies if it attacks, right? Nope, it's left with... Yes! No way it works! It definitely worked! As Justini puts it, yes way this works. Oh, they didn't have vision! Oh, this is why I love Polytopia! We're still in this! But it just got a lot worse for our opponent. I'm gonna read it out as Anton put it. Yeah, the mountain war would be all like, I get to kill Mindbender! And take your city. There is nothing Imo will be able to do to stop this. Change my mind. I don't want this to be an explorer. Oh, I needed that. I'm so happy that that worked. Oh, that I can't tell you how much this fills me with joy. Ba-ba-da-ba, bring it on back. And then we get to heal them on up. Let's start leveling this up. Hunt. Hunt. Lumberhot goes here. Lumberhot goes here. I need to go... Y'all are probably going to judge me for this. I'm going border growth. I think this is the better play. It prolongs how long it takes for me to get my giant for a turn, but we'll have the superior economy by doing it this way. Pass the turn. This warrior's going to pick up this ruin. No reason for it not to. I'm so happy with that. All right. That's me looking up magic cards. That's my order. All 16. Two hexapods don't kill it, right? Yeah, the centipede lives. Yeah, we can start picking up roads next turn. Don't have enough stars. We're gonna train a rider here. I'm still kind of a little baffled that that actually worked. We're just gonna put a little bit of pressure right there. After that, I honestly think I just passed my turn. Less chance for algae. You're right about that. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and download the last of the lo-fis. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be, if there's two. I mean, sure. Oh, it's another centipede. That's fine. I don't need this village immediately. I never realized how weird algae is to spell. Alga. Yep. It's algae. Can segments capture village? No. Allons-y. Allons-y. Lumberhot. Lumberhot. Super unit. Interesting. Do I not have climbing? Why did it go there? Oh, because the unit's been moving there. We're actually going to go ahead and just do this. That's a lot. We're going to go and just level this up. Resources. I'm just going to end the turn there. Enjoy your meal, Chilito. Oh, that's a lot of units. Misplay, but okay. It'll delay me for capturing it for a turn. That's fine. I do need to start transitioning to the water. Can you still go into the water? I can. I was hoping to have a better economy. I was hoping to pick up, like, trade, put it here, get a, smithery here, but I'm far away from that. Just gonna go there. Road. We're also road here. Road here. Population growth. Road here. We're just going to place a safety warrior. And that should do it. We pass. Nope. Not yet. We'll go ahead and go here. And then we pass the turn. If they only have one coastal city, water is better. They really only have one coastal city, and this is the one right here. Actually, no. There's water here. This is a coastal city as well. But this is going to allow us to naturally make our way to fishing. Interesting. Cute. He's wanting to set up a three-pronged siege. So I think my opponent has more cities than I do, technically. But next to water for future use. I didn't want to get blocked. Fish.
Super unit.
Let me go to my downloads. Should have went markets first. I was thinking about it. We're like, nah, I need giants. Because I can actually just start spamming units onto here. Ooh, he doesn't want me going on the water. That's what he's focusing on. I'm actually just trying to focus on not losing my cities over here. I can actually almost go knights. If that's problematic. Yeah. It's fine. It's okay, we can kill this Raichi next turn. Bop-a-da-bop. Rush over to here. Bop-a-da-bop. Not for another turn. Try to put him on tight pressure. Archers could be good here as well. Yep, archers would definitely be good here. He can 100% hit this, yeah, look at that. That's fine. He can 100% hit that and poison everything here. That's okay. I don't want it to happen, but... Nice, good algae play. But he would have been better off placing an algae somewhere else. That's actually a really good algae spot. Never mind. I take that back. But if I pick up archery, then that thing is in trouble. Darn it. So if I explore here, it's going to go straight for this fog tile, so it's unlikely to actually see what I want it to see. Hunt. Explore. I still need to see all this, though. Yep. Yeah. So he's got me off the water. That's fine. We'll win otherwise. There I go, not building my market that I just researched for. Yep, that's fine. Don't you have a giant with a sawmill in the southwest city? You're right. I have to transition to something, though, because I will lose if he gets too big of a line of this Exodus that I can't reach. That's true, C. Jane, if you can get it. If I can get it! Yeah, the issue is I didn't rush the water. And now I've lost all water access. I did this to myself. Because pretty much all of my cities are locked out. Alrighty. Market. Sawmill. Why? Oh, my units are just going the wrong direction. And we'll pass this turn. Do you look your for guess who's back? Welcome back. All right. Yeah, I lost. I needed to pivot to archery, not build a silly market. So many misplays this game. So at this point, I deserve this loss. Knights in roads. I mean, if I can, where do I road them to? Bridge isn't gonna work. I would like to bridge, but bridge doesn't work here. Bridge to their algae? Can't. I would love to bridge their algae. Don't get me wrong, I would love to bridge to that algae right now. Just gonna move that back. Not good enough. Needs another algae. I didn't know that. I just assumed that you could ice with the algae. Yeah, you could do that with the ice, not with the other ones. He's thinking that's going to be enough. Killer Monument is complete. He resigned? The heck? Why would he resign? The game wasn't technically lost yet. Get back here, I'm not finished with you yet. You are not allowed to resign. Denied. I guess he just didn't want it. Alrighty. So... this isn't necessarily a resignation of they knew they lost. It's more of a resignation of they didn't just want to play the game anymore. I mean, if I continue to play all my cards right, which is what I was doing, I was improving my economy. Totally versus Simanti. Manti, small lakes. Don't get me wrong, they were good, but so we know from their view that, man, I just love that conversion. His thought was probably, who the heck does that? So this was a 5 versus 5 city game. I was right on my assumption that they had more cities. So at this point, why did they resign? Because they can kill this archer, they can kill this archer. But with everything I got set up here, I'm going to win this land battle. They can't move forward because of these mindbenders back here. Thing number 2, archers. I'm going to slowly start pumping them forward, and they're going to kill off these units over here. So that's where they need their hexapods to come in. Because basically both of these Exodus have to kill this archer. He can kill this archer with either this Raichi or this hexapod, but he is trying to do everything he can within his power to make sure they are not within range. Because I can't get these juggernauts onto the water here or here. So these Exodus are locking this city out, essentially. But he also saw that I've got a lot of units in the back, and I think he thought that I've got way more riders just sitting here waiting, when he didn't know that that's basically all the riders I had. Also, if I see a mindbender, there's another one next to it. Yeah. So it wasn't necessarily the opponent's fault for lack of vision. But I think the opponent definitely should have been trying to throw this Raichi inwards over here to at least get this extra bit of vision. Because this technically was misplayed. This Raichi can go here, and heck, the Raichi should be able to kill the archer. So this archer is dead. He can inflict a lot of damage, but we're kind of standing still at this stalemate. However, in a lake situation like this, Simanti struggles a little bit. And if our opponent makes the misplay of connecting an algae bridge anywhere, I immediately win the game with knights. Because swordsmen can slowly encroach onto the water. Plus, if I pick up my aquatism, so they have a defense bonus on the water, it's really hard for them to do anything about it. And then I have a backup knight chain ready and waiting in the back. What could our opponent have done in order to win this situation? Like I was saying, this Raichi needs to basically just get thrown in right over here, get this little bit of extra vision, which would have granted them the vision that I had this giant here. Both of these Exodus could continue to try to poison as many of my units as possible. He can kill this rider over here. But if he doesn't set up properly, I'm just going to keep pumping out archers here, and there's nothing they can do, as well as archers back here to slowly kill off these Exodus. How do we win this? well, archers, they need to go here and then be rotated forward to start killing these units off like so that way I can slowly start getting onto the water. That's what I have to do. Heck, if I wanted to, even though it's too late, I was considering doing a border growth, because if I do a border growth here and I get all these tiles, it would make it harder for me to get the giant. But if I pick up, you know, or chivalry, the moment that I kill off this Exida, boom, I can destroy this algae. I don't know. This game was... it was dragging on. It was basically anybody's game. Alright, Chilito! Send me that game invite. You were asking for it. Our opponent never picked up roads. They could have leveled up their capital at least one more time with a proper algae like here. Would, actually, if they placed it... dang. It could almost get a perfect connection. Here, which tile is this for? This is for here. Yeah, so they could place a road here, and then they could place like a second one over here to connect their last city. But more or less, one here is going to give this city 2 extra pops, which allows them to level it up, which they have to do a border growth here, because especially with this tree line here, it protects them from knights, which is really what this whole entire centipede play is, and that's why they weren't moving forward, is knight protection. Again, our opponent knew what they were doing here. I think when they saw the archers were starting to come out, though, they knew that the Exidas were kind of going to just slowly start dying. They could not hold an Exidas here, and if they decided to get aggressive and place algae here, then they're just letting me Night Chain, and that's the end of the game. Road to that Park of Fortune corrects everything. Yeah, it would also connect everything. You're right. Alrighty. A 0-second game timer. Alright, so what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to try this out. Hold on. So I'm also going to go ahead and join here. Hey, how's it going, Cholito? Let's give me one moment. Then give me a moment, guys. Let me do this for y'all. And then I have to hide my stream, so I gotta make sure that I'm not gonna actually be seeing somebody else's point of view. Let me get this set up. I'm just gonna mute myself here. What am I thinking of? Oh, Streamlabs, right here. So I need to add a source. Hold on, let me switch this to studio mode so that way I don't accidentally show something I don't want to be showing. And so I will not be looking at his point of view during this. Ah! No. There. Let me get the setup. I think it's Alt, right? Alt, hold. Yes, look at that. There you go. Look at that. Now you're gonna be able to see Cholito's point of view. You don't know why on the stream it's so bright? I don't know. It should be fine. So if I minimize this, dang. All right, what else can I do? So I can't minimize it. We're gonna go ahead and put this here then. Perfect. So it's behind my game. While I am getting this set up, I need another tribe vote. We're gonna copy this text, paste this. I should have had the tribe vote going for a while. My apologies about that. Do you play viewers? I do! I'm about to be playing against a viewer right now. And then I gotta get this set up so that way I'm seeing my chat through something else. So I'm gonna pause this so I can't. So that is not playing on my end. Alrighty. So, there you go. I should be able to see you guys just fine. Double vision is very cool. There you go. Let me actually bring up the regular Discord stuff. I've got a vote for Polaris. I've got a vote for Cultists. You know what? I want to play Cultists. I want to play Cultists. We're playing Cultists. We're gonna play Cultists, so we're gonna have a really weak early game because Cholito, he's still learning the game. This should be fair as long as we don't spawn right next to them. Cultists, it is. I got a bone to pick with you. Let me get the music set up. We'll move the music right over down here. Oh, hold on. Before we get started, don't click start yet. Boom. Let me get some things fixed really fast. Bop, bop, bop. I'm gonna delete these off of that. We're gonna remove. Let me go to combat. And we're gonna remove the lo-fis off here. Remove those. I think I messed something up. I did. We're gonna remove that. That's fine. And alright, perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and add all these. Select all. Add to our boppin, and we're gonna add that to our combat. Alright, Cholito, you're good to start whenever you are ready. Good luck and have fun. You're playing as Barter? That's fine. Alrighty. Venger. And we got a corner spawn, which is actually really good for Venger. They struggle on population, so this gives us an easy one pop. We're going to go ahead and train ourselves a warrior, pass the turn. And this is probably going to be a... Should I move the warrior backwards? Don't know. Yuck. Yeah, we're just going to move forward for now. Well, that spawn is insane. Oh, yeah, it is. So many mounts and so much metal. Absolutely. Alrighty. Moving forward. Not necessarily what I wanted to see. Yikes. We'll pass the turn. I think the only thing is I'm going to be hearing Cholito's moves That's the only thing I'm going to be hearing, but I'm not going to be paying too much attention to those. Because I mean, I guess I can mute his side. Alrighty. Give me a moment. We're gonna mute this. There we go. There. That way I don't subconsciously start counting all of his moves. There we go. Go ahead and get this leveled up. Get ourselves more economy. Get a workshop. Pass the turn. Typical Venger expansions, though. Forestry mining is insane. Giant spam potential. Yes. I think I want to just rush metal. Because since we already have smithery, we just need... Oof. A lot of stars just to level that up. Do I delay the capture? No. No, we just got to keep moving forward. Thought about it. You know what? We're gonna play this one next. I'm glad that I can right-click and say play next. Also, apparently we have 15-minute turns. To keep moving as forward as possible. Oh, I should have picked up climbing. Get a warrior to grab that. Pass the turn. Hey! There he is. So there's Barter. Dormammu, I've come to barter. Ha ha ha! Memes. So, we're going to get our 5 stars for meeting Cholito. We're going to go ahead and pick up climbing. Oh, look at all that metal. Beautiful. We are going to pick up... that. I'm going to delay a turn just to go this way. We need a safety warrior here. And we pass this turn. So, I need to try to start planning out where I'm placing my markets. So, Smith, 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 Smith for market here, market here, market here, market here. Because of how slow things are going, I'm gonna pick up the ruins next. Mine. Resources. And I'm gonna go and forge here. And get ourselves an explorer. Ooh. That ends my turn. Chilito has completely missed this village. I don't know if it's intentional or not. That is going to very much weaken the early game. Oof. You're right next to the capital. That's good. Oh, yeah, that's really good for me. I can apply a lot of pressure. All right, start putting in your votes. What's in the ruins? What's going to be in those ruins? Ooh, that's a pretty good border growth. It helps apply a lot more safety and protection to their capital. Honestly, that's probably a good play. The only thing I'm questioning is why have they not picked up this village over here yet? That's a free kill for me. Alrighty, we're thinking pop resource, and it is going to be population. Justini, you got it right. Population growth, that gets me a giant. Metropolis is complete. Gives me a forge here. A workshop. So I can go ahead and place a Park of Fortune here. Resources. Next question is, do I want to save? I think I do. If I pick up forestry, then I can essentially level up my capital again next turn. Yeah, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Pass that turn. Venger beating barter and economy, that's unheard of. Well, you also got to remember, I'm an experienced player and Chilito is still learning. So there's definitely a learning gap right there. But I would definitely say I currently have the advantage. If I'm not careful, I can lose said advantage, but I definitely have the advantage. I think Chilito was prioritizing rushing the lighthouse, but the biggest advice I'll give, you gotta get that village. That village is very important for your early game economy, your rate of production, so on and so forth, yada yada. Forestry, we're just gonna go ahead and clear this forest. I'm gonna clear this forest. Forge. Mine. Super units. Pass the turn. Should have upgraded. Now this one, maybe. You're right. I definitely should have. I'm looking at it, going, hopefully no one notices this. Everyone is currently spam. Upgrade C3, should have upgraded. They can make a cattle lineup. I'm honestly trying to rush trade at the current moment. This also definitely should have gone right here. They have archery. Lumberhot. Resources. And... do I get my own archery? Nah, we just get a Schwarzman. We get 3 Schwarzmen. We 3 Schwarzmen. Alright, there we go. Schwarzman. Fast turn. Then we're gonna go ahead and beeline towards trade, because... Whew! That's gonna be a lot. I'm just getting 3 swordsmen just to help fight and defend this location for just a wee little bit. Because our opponent's getting archery. We can get Rider Roads. Be a little tricky to get past that giant. It'll be fine. I'm just going to brute force it. I'm going to see if Cholito can deal with it. Okay, good. He's playing passively. Which, in this current instance, he should. That is the correct play. So we're just gonna go there, we're gonna go there. We capture. Mine. I'm gonna go ahead and explore. Dang! Come on! You had to go here and not here or here! This is why scouts are worse. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We'll live. It's fine. Do I just start throwing units onto the water? That honestly might be the next best thing. Nah, I want an economy. I want to go full greed. I said I was going to go freed. I'm doing it. Can't stop me. That's okay. Vendor is good at this brute forcing. Thanks. That's their whole purpose. Unit management definitely could use a little improvement. But Cholito is playing very passively. He's definitely scared. That's what's going on. If I can get this village, we can explore and go... And then we can get it. It's a gamble, though. I don't like this gamble. I hate it. Nah. I'm still going to follow the original plan. I'm rushing markets. If I had roads, I could be doing a lot better here. I should definitely level this up. Forge. Lumber hot. And we'll pass. We're just slowly make our way around. Pass that turn. I'm going to give our opponent a little bit of a window. Oh, there's catapults. That's not what I want to see. I really think we're going to be fine, though. Bonk. What do you think, Wackus Bonkus? Kill them. Alright, you go there, you go there. Market! Safety warrior, pass turn. No, my warrior, what did he do? Ooh, he's starting to get on the water. Should I cloak? Nah. Look at this. A nasty night chain would definitely just end the game right here. Alright, clear this forest. Mine. Workshop. I'm still gonna go with the original plan. Forge goes here. Then gonna go ahead and Lumberhot. Ooh, resources. I'm gonna clear this forest. I'm gonna place a market here. Just get even more stars. Sounds good to me. Another market. Pass turn. It would have been better to place a sawmill over there with a level 2 forge. Yeah, that's probably the truth. That was one thing I kind of was looking at. It's fine. All right, Cholito's putting together an offensive. Yeah, because it would have been better to have the forge here, have the market here. It's fine. We'll be fine. Get a level 4 market. Nah, you guys are right. It definitely would have been way better to do that. You can also, in nearby future, just go mathematics. I don't have mathematics. Woo, he's already got rammers. I'm also playing as if it's still a live game, even though I technically have 15 minutes. Let's put some pressure on him. Let's see how he deals with this. All right, you go there. You go there. And I'm just going to train archers. Pass turn. Plus, with my economy, I could definitely just brute force it. Right, that's, you know, the thing that we're doing this game. Is just we brute force it. That's how you play Polytopia. Especially as Venger. Yay! Look at that offensive. It's a pretty good offensive. Impressive. Alright, you go there, you go there. Pew! Thunk. What would be better? You know what? We're gonna go ahead and grab that mathematics. Bop-a-da-bop. Bop. Ooh! And... we'll go ahead and train an archer. There's no way we get punished for this play. No knight? I thought about it. I thought about it. Trust me, I thought about the knight, but I'm like, nah. I'm gonna brute force it. Because we easily could have afforded the knight. But if we go with the catapult, we also defend this village that I actually want to claim for myself. Nice. Yo! Remember, we're all about brute forcing this. Road, road. Rammers. And we train a rider in the back. Pass the turn. Yo! Oh, oh, the juggernaut makes its way. Dang, that's a bummer. I really was hoping to get that village. Oh well. That is indeed a shame. Do I have any monuments still? We're really close on the killer. We're really close on wealth. Almost had that explorer monument. Better luck next time. Road. 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 Lumber huts. Population growth. Sawmill. Mine. One pop off. That's hilarious. We get the vision. No, I'm out of the things, you know, stars or whatnot. Ain't that a shame? And how do I want to do this? You know what? We're going to have to train another rider back here. Why not? Start zipping that rider forward. Recover, pass turn. So this can't kill it this turn. We do have 44 stars a turn. Free spirits in temple? Yep. Like I said, brute forcing it. Come on. Get that explore. Dang. He got a workshop instead. Because if he got the explorer, there's actually a good chance he could have gotten this lighthouse. And then he would have had the Eye of God. Alright, y'all are probably wanting to see the Night Chain, aren't y'all? Farming is barbed. Hey, another giant! Nice! There you go, Cholito. Can you play next? Maybe. We'll see, Sparky. We're just gonna road you backwards right over to here. There's no way this is a trap. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up sailing. Bunk. Get dunked. Rammer. We actually keep that catapult there. I mean, I could kill an archer now, I guess, but that's not my priority. We go and place a Schwarzman there. We move this Schwarzman here. This will be good enough. I'm going to hit him with the Uno Reverse and start using my own riders and whatnot. Start pelting his riders and archers. Because with the way things are currently going, I'm winning the naval exchange. Level 8 Marquette. No! Why would you do that? That is mean. Cholito, that was not nice. We need to talk about your behavior. I mean, it was a good play. It's a 7 for 8 star trade, and with Cholito's improved production, it's technically better for him, so... However... you don't want to be making these kinds of trades. Pet children. Actually could have landed a siege here if he wanted. Chose not to, though. I still am considering the knight. We need to train a knight this next turn, because we know this catapult's going right here next turn. And that just sets us up for something he's not ready for. Killer monument is complete. Move you over there. That's a free kill, why not? Road, road. Pew. Bop-a-da-bop. Bring you on over here. Rush you on back. Bring you forward. Secure this kill. Secure this kill. Rush you on back. Schwadsman. Oh, I don't have enough. But I can make enough. Is it worth it? Heck yeah, I'm doing it! We're doing it. Why not? Oops, still not enough. There we go. That is, by the way, like the worst play you could have done. I still think fighting for this naval superiority is important. Because we can siege, heck, 2 of these cities starting next turn. But I'd rather keep fighting for the naval superiority using these archers. But I think we're going to get a lot more by continuing to just make sure Cholito's not on the water. But now they know. Well, yeah, I mean, they more than likely know. They more than likely know. Hey! Gets defenders. But nah. Okay. Alright, we're gonna apply even more pressure. One chain, 2 chain. It's dead. Look at this pressure. How could you not want this? This is the best play possible. Look, even better. More damages. Even more damages. Look at that, I'm throwing everything in. This is not the right play, by the way. I just want you to clarify for those of you who... Like, that is not the right play. It is the wrong play. And it's dead. Yeah, pretty much. Even more pressure, though. Boom, boom. And... Gates of Power. I don't need giants. Park Fortune. I don't need them. And you know what? 1 port, 2 port. Still don't need them. There we go. Let's see if he can deal with this. More parks. It's all about the visual aesthetic. If it doesn't look nice, then I don't want it. But honestly, though, this is going to be more than enough. Rammer. In fact, I could pick up Aquatism and continue to have a better naval trades. Your plays are off today? I mean, I'm just having fun. We're playing against a viewer that doesn't have a lot of experience, so I'm mostly trying to see if he can deal with this. Because if he can, then, you know, fantastic. Ooh, wrong play. Oh, have mercy. Yeah. Have mercy. No. Never. Whee. Temple. There we go. Perfect. We leveled it up so we could successfully get ourselves a park. Schwarzman. Knight. And I think that does it. You know what? We're playing Venger. It's all about brute force. There we go. Pass turn. I don't think about my plays because I play rapid. Look at my timer. I think my turn out your turn. Yeah. We level up so we can successfully get yes. Oh yeah, I was gonna grab Aquatism last turn. Whoopsies. That was a mistake on my part. What did I spend my resources on? Oh wait, yeah, it was the temple. No, that was a necessity. That was not a misplay. Come on, Cholito, you got this. Level it up. Get a giant. Oh, shoot. Is he not going to be able to get it? No! It's easy to root forest when you have that many stars. Exactly. Oh, man. I was thinking, wait a minute, he's set up for Houdini. I was going to be super proud there for a moment. Wait a minute, you go spiritualism for better markets? Oh, yes. By the way, we did at one point today finally break 20 viewers. We, about an hour ago, had 21 viewers watching the stream. Cloaks? Oh, I could easily. Houdini, your own swordsman. Alrighty. I think I'll go ahead and pick up the Aquatism. Level this up. There we go. Port. Network monument is complete. Schwarzman. Dang. Phew. I did it. Yeah. So we can brute force it yet again. More brute force. More! More! There we go. I'm not going to sacrifice a unit just to sacrifice it. We'll pass the turn there. Oh, man. Hey, but there was an archer there. By the way, if I didn't, attack there, then the archer wouldn't have unsieged. But again, I have to see. Cholito, you gotta be able to, you gotta figure this out, man. I believe in you. You got this. Awesome job. The counter siege. I don't believe in him. Dang, that's brutal. Yo. Houdini. I might be able to. Yes, we are. You know what? We 100% should Houdini for a 1 HP swordsman. Give me a moment. 1 chain, 2. Oh wait. 2 chain, 3 chain, 4 chain. Water temple, Grand Bazaar. In order to get a Houdini. Yeah, we'll do it. Y'all like that magic trick? There we go. We'll pass that turn. I really thought I should have built the park. I should have built the park. Just to see how many of you guys I could trigger with that. But yeah, I think with this the game is finally over. All capitals were captured. Mine. Mine. Park. Forge. Oh wait, I don't have any more monuments? Oh, no! Dang, they have a unit right here. That's a shame. Well, what have I said? Brute force. Temple. Port. There we go. Another part. There's you have it. Not a bad attempt, Shalito. Let's take a quick look at that. It's not this isn't gonna take too long on the look-see. Sparky. All right, let's bring back up my stream stuff. We're gonna go ahead and hide this. Transition. There we go. I would tell my you tried. You definitely put up a good fight. But got a question for you, bud. Why didn't you capture early village? Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, definitely. Replays. This one is going to be. Oops, it's cultists versus Barter Small Lakes. This one is versus Cholito. So you put up a valid fight. Let's take a quickie look at your view. So where did this go wrong? First things first, you gotta learn how to properly scout. Barter is like Quetzali. They have a lot of resources generally next to their villages, so you know that there's probably not a village here because Venger doesn't have a lot of resources next to their stuff, so this is unreliable. But you got these. You need to be sending your warrior to these resources. Second warrior needs to go straight down here. Yep, because you went straight for the ruin. Don't forget, we're playing on the lakes. You have 2 guaranteed adjacent villages. And this is Venger territory, so unless this is like your territory right here, Your villages are basically to be either... Well, you just found this one here, and the second one's either going to be here or here. You've got to get that second village. After that, you went for the extra ruin. Yeah, and at this point, it's turn 10, you still got 2 villages, so you're hurting a lot on production. Yeah, I remembered that a little late. Yep. What was the question? Oh, like, why didn't you find this village? So, you gotta work on that early exploration. Play a lot of lakes against some AIs or against some other players, and just practice finding your 2 early villages. Now, you won't always be guaranteed to find them. Sometimes you get a tricksy map spawn, but this one was mostly straightforward. So, you gotta work on that early exploration. Second, things that we can work on is you had a good defense over here. You did a good job exploring and with, well, it was the ruins that did it, but you got to find out what was over there. But right over here, if you had, on this turn, right over here, that you are going to be fighting this off, you definitely could have tailored an explorer to have found this lighthouse. This was a perfect opportunity to get an explorer. Now, it basically would have sacrificed the scout, more or less, but with this catapult here, you're losing the scout anyways. If you move the scout here, all these clouds are gone, and if you got an explorer here, the closest fog in 4 tiles would be right here, and I almost guarantee you would have found this lighthouse. Let's see. What else? You did a good job defending over here, but you gotta be careful, especially once your opponent has roads and markets, setting up potential night chains. I definitely could have gone with knights way earlier on. I chose not to, but we definitely could have cleared all that out with knights way earlier. After that, just gotta work on your early game economy, bud. Not too bad. Not bad for one of your first few multiplayer games. All right, Sparky. This is probably going to be my last multiplayer game, by the way. We're going to go ahead and leave, disconnect from that. It's a little tight there. Yeah. Alrighty. Sissy Bo. Alright, guys, here's the available tribes. So basically no tier 1 tribes for the most part. Copy text. We're going to go ahead and paste it right there. Quick tribe vote. Tolby has 2 face. Do I have 2 faces? You picked a great tribe. Ooh. One is the kind fatherly teacher. Oh no, I think I know where this is going. No. Shinji. Papaleo! Welcome to the stream! I'll keep in mind to vote for Shinji, but in general, I got a Discord where it's easier to vote. Oh, okay, you know the other half. Definitely don't. Nothing about me being that, evil maniacal villain. You advise Hoodrick. Hoodrick's pretty fun. I actually have a legitimate vote for Quetzali by Justin Linguini. I might end up playing Quetzali. I haven't played Quetzali in a while. Your imagination could do the next. But also, like, we're all here just to have a good time. This is probably gonna be my last game. We're going past 4 minutes, and I will have to eat and take care of the rest of my stuff for the day. We're gonna go ahead and go Quetzali. And the vote is actually for the Quetzali skin, so we'll go ahead and do that. That, and I also want to hear the Quetzali tune. Looks like they're going to be playing as Zabazi. let me... Oh, this map is terrible. Where is it? Quit Zolly Lo-Fi. Play next. I'm going to play a little more defensively. We're going to try to aim for here. Pass that turn. It was lonely but fun. What is this map? Really bad for me is what it is. This is why people don't play Quetzali. Oh, my other village is over here. Wait. Oh, we're on Tiny. Pass that turn. There's land here and here, but no land here. And he got an explorer and saw everything. All right. 1, 2, oops. 2, 3. Resources. Climbing. Just gonna be one of those games, I guess. We need climbing, don't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just gonna resign. It'd be cute if I could do something. But yeah, no, we're done. Alright, good game. I mean, it's not your fault. That map sucked for me. I had a bad start, so I had to make a couple of risky plays. The safer play, honestly, would have been... let's see. So, quit Zali. Anzala! Tiny Lakes versus Sibo. Alrighty. So if we'll just turn on shared fog. So it really just came down to, what the heck is this? Yeah. The safer play would have been for me to go over here, but I really was hoping to be able to like either find a village here or here. Turns out I would have lost that race anyways, but it's a just map didn't work out for me. Was close to being able to get a giant though. But meh. Oh well, not really much I could do. Would have been able to get these ruins. That would have been nice. It advised Hudrick. Hudrick could have done anything. Hudrick's basically the same tier of Quetzali. It basically would have been the same thing. But yeah, so that is gonna go ahead and do it. I gotta go ahead and get some food. One more. Nah, I'm hungry. I gotta eat. I gotta eat. You had exactly enough stars. Yeah, that's fine. But no, I gotta eat food. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. I actually hope y'all had a wonderful time. I know I did. I'm so happy we finished the perfection. I'm sure a lot of you are as well. I know a couple of viewers actually stopped watching because they got annoyed with the perfections. But we'll be starting each stream off with the weekly challenges. And I'll just basically be doing the weekly challenges. I'm not going to do it like on my phone or all that. Because technically I have 2 accounts. So I got 14 attempts if I really wanted to. But I'm not going to do that. That was... It was a really good stream, honestly. You had a great time. I'm glad you had a great time, Shalom. Thanks you all so much for tuning on in. And we'll be catching y'all again next week. I might jump back on again in a little bit to do some video editing. There'll be spoilers. We'll see. I got a video I really want to finish. And yeah, we'll see y'all again next time.